How to get leads in real estate. What up guys, Ben Oberg here, back with another video. We're gonna talk about how to get leads in real estate because let's face it, the old ways, putting a sign in the front yard, making sure you can get people to your MLS listing is not working so well anymore. But if you can figure out how to get online, leverage social media, you can find deals there. And today, I'm gonna be able to teach you how to do that. By the end of this video, you're gonna walk away with 3 specific strategies you can use to be able to get profitable real estate deals for your real estate business. Now, this is going to work whether you're commercial, this is going to work whether you're residential, and this is going to work in any market regardless if you are selling a $100,000 home, a vacant piece of property, a duplex, a triplex, a 5-plex, or maybe you're selling a $2 million home on the beach somewhere in California. Although in California, you wouldn't get a shoebox for $2 million on the waterfront. So let's get into it. I don't know why I did, that was not even a thing. Okay, let's start now. So let's real quick talk about what not to do, because there is some competition online. You want to be able to decipher through that so your efforts are best spent. So we've got Facebook, 2.7 billion people on Facebook. A lot of people are talking about how to use Facebook to get real estate leads, all right? Well, you've got 2.7 billion people on there. And with 2.7 billion people means a lot more users marketing there, a lot more competition for you, okay? And then you've got YouTube, all right? Largest video search engine in the world, owned by Google. But you don't have people necessarily going to YouTube to look for homes, right? You don't go to YouTube to look for a home. You start Googling it, you go to realtor.com, things like that. Maybe you go to Zillow, right? So what we need to be able to do is go to where the people are, where they're looking at homes, where they're getting inspired about these ideas, where they're looking at the modern contemporary, or maybe they're looking at the Spanish sort of Mediterranean style with those tile style roofs, okay? We need to go to where those people are. And where are they? Tip number 1 for how to get leads in real estate, you gotta be on the gram. Now, you might ask, why should I be on Instagram? Why should I use Instagram to get real estate leads? Well, it's a great question. One of the reasons is because there's 1 billion people using Instagram. Another reason is because Instagram already has beat out Facebook and every other social media platform in terms of engagement. So what that really means is when a piece of content gets put on Instagram, it's 83% more engaging. It's gonna get more likes, more comments, more shares, more views, more impressions naturally than it would on Facebook, than it would on Twitter, than it would on Tumblr, than it would on Pinterest, LinkedIn, etc. Okay? So that's why you wanna be on Instagram. The second reason why you wanna be on Instagram is the lack of competition, all right? I'm gonna be bluntly honest here in saying most people do not know a damn thing when it comes to marketing online, and specifically on Instagram. So you, as a realtor, whether it's commercial or residential, you've got a huge competitive advantage. The reason being is there's less competition, less realtors that actually know what the heck they're doing on Instagram. They might post pictures, they don't know how to get them in front of the right people, they don't know how to geo-target, they don't know how to get people coming into their DMs, which is what I'm gonna be talking about, inquiring about your $1 million listing that you're gonna get a $30,000, $40,000 commission on, all right? The second reason that I'll add to that of why you want to be on Instagram is not only is there a lack of competition and people knowing what they're doing, but the consumers, okay? In other words, your potential customers are on Instagram. They're looking at homes. They're getting ideas on how they're going to decorate their home. They're looking at landscaping. They're going, oh my gosh, these succulents look so cool. I want this in our yard, honey. They probably don't talk like that, but you get what I'm saying, okay? So this is where you don't have competition from your competitors, your other real estate agents, because they don't know what they're doing. By the end of this video, you're going to know a little bit about what you need to do, and the consumers are there already looking at homes, getting ideas, okay? So if your content can be placed in front of the person that is in your area, that is in your market, that does have a credit score, they are a citizen, they're not a zero, okay? They have a credit score, they've got some money, they can finance, they can do the FHA, they can do the conventional, okay? They can do it, they've got the money, all right? If you can get your content in front of that person and streamline those leads into your DM and be able to start a communication, start that process, you're a realtor, you know, all you need to do is get them on the phone from there. All I need to help you do is get that person into your DM and emailing you. So let's go ahead and talk about the strategies behind doing that. Now, real quick before we get into that, I do want to make sense of a couple things here, okay? You know, obviously if you're in Miami or you're in California, you have no problem in that $2 to $5 million range, okay? Like, obviously, your homes are like that. Even in other parts of California where you're in like Mission Valley or you're in somewhere that's back from the water, your average home is gonna be in that 500K range. So I'm gonna use 500K as a baseline. Whatever you're getting paid, I don't know if you're 2.5%, 3.5%, I don't know if you're a listing agent, whatever the case may be, it doesn't really matter. Your 3% on a 500K deal is gonna be about 9K. Hypothetically, what that means is you could spend up to 9K to acquire a client that you otherwise would not have had and still be in profit. You don't need to spend anywhere near that. Let's go into some of these strategies. So when you're posting on Instagram, you've got your profile here, all right, here's your bio, here's, you're a realtor, here's your couple things, the areas you serve, whatever, okay? And then you've got your content here, right? When you post this content, naturally, you don't have a say who this gets put in front of, where they are, if they're 15 years old, if they're 88 years old, if they're 148 and the oldest living human being, okay? You don't really have that say. So what you need to be able to do is use 3 things, okay? You need to be able to use hashtags, you need to be able to use geotags, okay? And you need to be able to run ads. Those are your 3 things, okay? And as a matter of fact, let me make this bigger so y'all can see it there. You need hashtags, you need geotags, okay? And you need ads. So let me break this down. When we're using hashtags, and we can go really deep into this, we could go so deep into this. As a matter of fact, I will teach you guys more about hashtags, and what you can do is I've included a link in the description, okay? This is an invite to a free training that I'm hosting. It's gonna teach you in depth about hashtags, and you're actually gonna get an insider look at our premium course. You're actually gonna see live training from inside that premium course, specifically training you on hashtags, because there's a bunch of different things, people talking about hashtags, but it's an absolute science. The size of the ones that you use, the level of engagement that that particular hashtag tends to get, whether it's been used 5 million times or 100,000 times. There's actually some hashtags that will get you more traffic, even though they've only been used 100,000 times, compared to a hashtag that's been used 5 million times. Now, when it comes to hashtags, what I want you to take away from this video, and by the way, if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, okay? Please subscribe. I'm always dropping out content about how you can get more leads, how you can get more sales, how you can leverage the best, most engaged social media platforms in the entire world. So we're always going over that, all right? So make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, but do get your hands on that training. The link is in the description. I want to see you on there. I want you to register, lock in your spot so I can teach you even more methods that are going to be able to help you get more leads in your real estate business, okay? So hashtags. The couple things that I want you to learn here is they need to be relative, okay? And they should be geographical. So what this means is if there has been this awesome home that was built in 1986, but some architect or some builder came in and they redesigned it, it looks really cool, and you've had the opportunity to be able to sell it. So it's one of your listings, okay? It's really aesthetic, it's good looking. You post it on Instagram, all right? The hashtags that you use need to be relative to that post, and they need to be geo-oriented. So what I mean is, maybe this is like a modern contemporary. So hashtag modern contemporary, hashtag real estate. Okay, modern contemporary is relative to that particular post. Real estate, hashtag real estate, relative to your account. So hashtag modern hashtag modern contemporary, hashtag real estate, hashtag home, hashtag buyers, hashtag home buyers, hashtag homeowner, hashtag home for sale, okay? But then you really want to achieve 2 things with your hashtags: relative to your niche, and then relative to that post, and then relative to that location. It's really 3 things. Relative to your niche, real estate, relative to that post, it's modern, it's 2-story, it's metal maybe, for example, maybe it's a metal house, hashtag metal house, hashtag modern contemporary, hashtag Pacific Northwest vibes, hashtag Pacific Northwest architecture, PNW architecture, okay? But then you have hashtags relative to the niche, real estate, realty, realtor, new listing, MLS, whatever. And then you have hashtags, this is the big one, relative to that location. Okay, please understand, relative to that location. This is your chance to make sure you're getting in front of the right people, because as I said again, when you post a picture on Instagram, it's gonna go out there. Any one of the 1 billion people currently using Instagram could see that. And if it's 13-year-old Mutmesh Bagudabay from India, Mutmesh Bagudabay from India is not going to be buying your $2 million La Jolla listing, okay? So how you can alleviate some of that is using hashtags that are going to populate in front of people in that geographical area. So when you have a home in Boise, Idaho, Boise real estate, Boise listing, Boise homes, Boise house, Boise housing, okay? And you're gonna use all of these hashtags, and even though they might not be that big, they're going to tend to be placed in front of people in the Boise area that may be in the Boise market that isn't somebody from Nebraska not looking for a home, okay? Not looking for a home in Boise, because it's not gonna do you any good if somebody is possibly a home buyer, but is in Nebraska, but your license and your market are in Idaho. It ain't gonna do you any good. It's not gonna get you that commission, okay? So what you wanna do with your hashtags is make sure that they are relative to the post, that they are relative to your niche, and that they are geo-oriented towards that area, okay? Hashtag Seattle, hashtag Bellevue, hashtag Bellevue Homes, hashtag Bellevue Listing, hashtag Bellevue Luxury Properties, etc. All right, so you do that. That's where your hashtags come into play, okay? I'm gonna take that out of there. Let's move on to geotags. And like I told you guys, I'm gonna give you the 3 things. The first one is hashtags. The second is geotags. Guys, make sure to smash the like button if you haven't already. Really important, appreciate it, thank you very much. Geotags, this is your location tagging. The reason this is important is because if you geotag a post and it does well, it's well received, it will rank for that post, which means Instagram will choose to place it in the geographical area in which those Instagram viewers are located. So now, if you're tagging a location and you post this beautiful home or this awesome piece of property, this 5-acre estate property for $345,000 that's listed, and here it is, and for more info, you can shoot me an email, you can click the link in my bio, view more of my listings, and you tag Meridian, Idaho. You tag Tallahassee, Florida, okay? You tag Singapore, whatever it is, okay? And all of a sudden, if that post is well received, and you've done your hashtags right, and your hashtags have helped it to rank, and now you're geotagging, you're putting a location in there. If Instagram chooses to trend your post for that location, it's actually going to show, 1, to people that are viewing that location and want to know more about it, and 2, it's going to show to people in that area. I know this works because I've tested it on my accounts, I've tested it on my clients' accounts, I've done it with other real estate agents, and my girlfriend, for example, uses this for her women's fashion business, and she actually geotags this local area to bring in influencers and people that will rep her brand in this area, so she can have them modeling her content and be able to make more sales. So it does work regardless if you have a $30 product or you're selling a $1 million house. It's all relative, and it works quite well. So make sure you got your geotags in there. And the last one is ads, and this is where I want to get into some of this math here. And by the way, guys, please, if you haven't already, make sure that by the end of this video, you do go down into the description. Go ahead and click the link that I've included in the description and register for my Instagram Mastery web class. It's going to teach you how to properly use hashtags. It's going to teach you how to be able to get more leads and sales for your real estate business, okay? So when it comes to ads, a lot of people think, you know what, I'm gonna scale for free. I'm gonna scale for free, I'm gonna do it organically. When you're doing everything organically, it's not trackable. You can't control. But with ads, Instagram has created this beautiful platform where we can run ads, we can market to anybody, we can place it in front of the exact person that we want, and we can know which ads are working, which ads aren't. We can test them, figure out which ones are profitable, and we can scale from there, okay? So Instagram allows you this beautiful opportunity. With Instagram currently, you can do story ads, you can do feed ads. Your feed ads can be a picture, better for you to actually have a video, okay? Up to 59 seconds. Your story, you can actually have a 59-second story or a 60-second story, but stories are only 15-second videos, so what it'll do is if you have a 60-second video ad that you run in a story, it'll break it out into 4 parts, and 15 seconds will be in here, 15 will be in here, 15 will be here, 15 will be here, etc. Okay? The most important part about these ads are who you're targeting. This is what we do. We do the who, what, why, how. Okay? So with ads, you've got 4 elements to the ad. Okay? I'm gonna write this over here. We're gonna get to this part later, okay? In the ad itself, you've got 4 elements. Who, what, why, how. My name is Ben Oberg and I want to sell you your next home. I did the who and the what. My name is Ben Oberg and I want to sell you your next home. Now, really quick, the reason that you want to work with me is because I've got access to some of the lowest rates in the banking industry. I don't want you overspending, and I want to be able to get you the home that you want at or under your budget, and I even want to over deliver, which means I actually want to get you the home that's got the exact color in the exact location, and I want to get you more home for less dollar at or under the budget that you want to be at, okay? Who, what, I just said why they want to work with me, why they should have my offer, incentivize them, and how. Now, if this sounds like something that you are interested in, all you have to do is shoot me a DM, send me a message, let's get the conversation started. I'll be happy to meet with you, happy to talk on the phone. Let's get your home needs met. Let's find you that next perfect home. Thank you so much, Ben Oberg. Look forward to seeing you. Send me a direct message. Boom, just like that. If you're running into a story, all you have to do is swipe up. You can look at my listings. If there's anything that I can help you with, please make sure to reach out me. I also have my email included in my bio, so you can shoot me an email there. My phone number is there as well. So once again, Ben Oberg, look forward to selling you your next home, okay? So you can place that in an Instagram story, you can place it in a feed. So that's the elements to add: who, what, why, how, okay? When it comes to who you market to, this is very important. Because if your audience is Meldesh Mutma from India, the 13-year-old kid, he's not gonna buy the $500,000 home. He's not gonna you can buy a $5 home. That's just not how it works there in India, okay? So you need to have the right who. This means that if you are selling homes in a certain location, then you're simply going to choose that location to be targeted, okay? And if you are looking for buyers that are in the 20 to 40-year-old range, well, then you're gonna have 20 to 40. Okay? If you know that most of the buyers are going to be making $100,000 per year or more, you leave that as a parameter and you make sure that you're only marketing to people that Facebook knows earn 100K or more. So that way they can afford the 3, the 4, maybe the $5,000 mortgage. Probably not 5, 2, 3 with all the other bills and stuff like that, okay? Then it starts to make sense. And then you have your interests, okay? Homes. Buying a home, okay? Financing home, home loans, real estate listings, okay? Homes for sale, okay, etc. This is your targeting, okay? And now, this ad is gonna run to people, here's your house for sale. It's gonna run to people in this location that are this age, that make this amount or more, and people that are only in this area at this age, making this much money, that Instagram knows are interested in this, okay? That is how you get leads in real estate. That is how to get more leads in real estate. That is how to do it with Instagram. That is how to do it online. Instagram's the best platform that you could use for that, guys. My name is Ben Oberg. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to click the link in the description, register for my web class so I can help you get more leads, more sales in real estate, be able to make more deals that you haven't been making right now, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. Smash the like button, subscribe, click the link in the description, sign up for the Instagram Master web class, and I'll see you next time.